to some of the other shooters, some of the older shooters that's been shooting real well.
How to avoid the big spiders while we're there, that's what I want.
One thing, I don't know that we'll have any problem. The Australians are nice people, and I'm sure the range officers and everything be nice, but my first one was in England, and I didn't have good experience at all with those folks. I was fourth in the mid-range at the end of the mid-range individual matches, and the English kept coming up and whispering in my ear, "They're going to disqualify your scores." And that yeah, it got to me. And then later on, when I was shooting, and I don't remember what yardage, but anyway, I was shooting 3 to a target, and so what I would do is my shooting mat and everything was there, and somebody else was laying down shooting, and I'd just go up and I'd get down on my knees and wait so I'd be ready for my turn, you know. And the range officer just come up and just kicked me in the foot. I turned around, "What's wrong?" He said, "You can't be down there. You get back here." I said, "Why? I need to be up here and ready to go." And so I really didn't pay any attention to him. The next time I went down there, and he come up and he kicked me again. So got a range officer, and I said, what's going on? And they said, "Well, that's not the way we do it in here. The way we do it, you stand back here, and you don't go up there." I said, "I'm not going to bother anybody or do anything. Not only that, but you got another squad over here shooting, and they're right next to me, so what's the difference?" And so, you know, just stuff like that.
You don't have to be logical in it.
Huh?
It does look like we're getting a bit of a hole.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
You want to make it dry.
I'm gonna.
Sucker hole.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty big sucker
We
hole.
get above them, and then they close them. Anyway, and I got a question.
Yes, sir.
For you guys like Ray and Dave and that have been around a long time. When we were shooting the 900 yard here at the World Meet 2 years ago, I was shooting with one of the Spanish guys who couldn't hit anything. And so every time he'd shoot, he'd wait for something to happen, and nothing would happen, and he'd call a range officer, and the range officer would come over and tell him, and they'd call down there, and they'd pull it down, and they'd look, and it'd take another minute, and then they'd pull it
I
back
know
up.
what you're fixing to say. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
And the only thing that enabled me to get all my shots off is after about 3 or 4 of those, he quit asking. Because he knew he wasn't hitting, and they were just going everywhere. Never saw a shot. What can you do if they keep asking like that?
I thought after 5 misses, you had to retire.
Not anymore. That rule's gone.
Oh.
It was 10, but that rule's gone now.
All right.
Okay.
Here's what you can do. If your target is in trouble and it's not coming up like you want to, when you're shooting in a team match, you've got 2 targets. Just shoot the other man's target.
Well, no, it's one team. This is individual.
Individual.
But they're still restricted to only 3 minutes, and if they're using more than 3 minutes, then you can stick with your score. You can yell at the range officer, and they'll come over and start timing them. If he's taking too long, they'll warn them.
Yeah, but isn't that just?
If he continues to do it, then they'll tell him it's his fire.
Yeah, that's getting shot off. I don't count them looking for the hit.
You know, these shots, got 3 minutes from that time to get ready to shoot again. Okay?
So all you can do is complain to the range officer.
When you score no, he call the range officer, they start timing them. I've
Lay
seen it
down as
done.
soon as they come back up, put your round down there.
I'm not sure, but then the last nationals here last year, I believe it was you, I'm not sure, squatted with somebody that was real slow, or their target puller was real slow, or whatever, and you're going to run out of time, and somebody made the suggestion that just shoot on the other target. In other words, your partner's target.
At the long range team match, on my last shot, I shot on the other target
Uh-huh.
by accident.
But it still counted because it was on
Well, we
there.
never got to that because they canceled the team scores, and some of them said it shouldn't count, and some of them said it should
No,
count.
the team owns both targets. You can shoot at either
You
one.
got credit for both targets.
Yeah. No, the
So
team owns
if
those.
you get in a situation and you need to shoot, and your other target is available, and your guy's back there loading, go ahead and shoot on the target he's shooting
Yeah,
on.
no, the team owns both those targets. You can shoot
Exactly.
either one.
Right. That's good
Just need
information
to
to know.
take a
You don't
score.
have to tell anybody that?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, really? Wow.
Tell somebody.
My scores are gonna go up a little bit.
Well, I would recommend you tell somebody, but you don't.
I'm gonna tell a tale on myself, and all of you know it.
'Cause that's.
So the short range people, they don't know it, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. It was embarrassing. In South Africa, I was on target number 7,
Yeah, we know it.
No.
and I don't know is LMNOP or whatever, but I looked down there, and there was number 7 laid down. Lee was coaching. Hoppy was back there looking.
We were all
We
looking.
were all looking.
And the guys,
And finally, after the match was just about over, I had not hit, I think I'd fired about 12 shots, I'm not sure. And Lee said, "You see that tire up there on the berm?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Fire one of that and maybe I can see." And I said, "Could I just fire at my own target? Because I figured it out just then, it just seconds to go." He said, "Go ahead, you ain't hit it yet." So I fired at my target. As soon as I pulled the trigger, the hooter went off, but the bullet was in flight, went down there, and it was a V5. All my shots were going down there on the Germans'
And
targets.
they were not happy.
But they get to count the best value. And after it was over, they came up and said, "Ed,
oh, no.
thank you
Is that
very
right?
much. Thank you
See
very
that?
much." But I got an award,
The best shooting
Crossfire
German
expert.
team is now our captain.
Do what?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I said the highest scoring German shooter is now the U.S. captain.
I tell you what, I thought the Germans and the South Africans were gonna go to war over it because they thought the South Africans were doing it.
Yeah.
But when you go like that from 1 to 10 and then 1 to 10 and 1 to 10, and the range is skewed,
And you've been drinking. It all adds up.
yeah. So, any other words of wisdom?
Don't do that.
Don't,
Okay,
don't miss. That's my words of wisdom.
yeah, okay.
Yes.